Welcome back to the channel. So we finished all the rear, that's all done now, that's on my other video, that's all done. So now we're going to move on to the engine bay finally. And I've done a few bits in it already, but I'm just going to quickly show you where we're at the moment. So you can see the engine bay previously, this is what I was doing. So there's going to fit the hoses originally, fit a new set of hoses. So that's what it looked like before, with it's all looking a bit rusty and a bit old. So I started stripping it all down, taking it apart, just comparing the hoses on the windscreen there just to see what it all looked like. So you can see the gearbox looking all old. So I took all the engine parts out. I've been painting everything. So I've painted around the inlet and the EGR, that's all done. So you can see the inlet plenum there, that's all done. So I'll show you the fuel lines, where the fuel lines are being, I painted those gold, nice, and then a bracket for the induction kit. So this is what it looks like when you put it all back together. I had the painting done on it. So it looks much better, much brighter and much cleaner, much like I wanted it to. So it's all back together. You can see they're fitting some of the new pipes in. So we've got some of the pipes back on. I had to fit where the boost control, that was really old. So I've stripped all that down, put some new pipes and everything on that one. And you can see there where I just started building the car back up. And that's where we got to really at the moment. So it's at this point I started the channel. So you can see where the intercooler, I've got the HKS template on there. That's all been painted in. I cleaned all the induction hoses up as well with some autoglym polish. That's with it sprayed and the HKS logo on. So I was trying to find a colour to match the strut brace. This is actually Ford Sea Grey metallic, and it is an absolute perfect match. I couldn't believe it. So I've got some of that and I painted up the strut brace. Here we are at the moment. So it's the engine bay looking much better than it was before. So we're back here at the moment. That's where we're on proceedings. I put the strut brace back on. That's been done. I put that back on earlier on. So that's all refitted, looking much better. I actually managed to find there's a few rusty spots on it actually. I've managed to find a touch-up stick. Dare I say it's actually a Ford colour, but we won't mention that. So I've touched in, there's a couple of little rusty spots, couple of scratches on it, but it's looking absolutely brilliant now. So much better, so much better. So at the moment we got to fit the battery. That's there to fit. I've got to fit all the induction hoses and everything, obviously. That's all got to be done. I haven't filled the engine full of coolant yet. I thought what I'd do is I can't really run the engine without the hoses on it. So I need to fit the hoses and then I'm going to fill out with coolant. So I've just finished all the front off, that's all fine, looking brilliant, that's all done. That's good. So I've got to fit the battery and all the battery clamp. Got a JDM battery clamp for it now. I did have the original one on there, but doesn't kind of fit with what I'm trying to do at the moment. So all the new hoses back there looking brilliant. So that's all got to be done. So we'll get on and fit the induction hose and get the battery fitted. I thought I'd just quickly show you the hoses before I fit them. What I've done, colour match. I've colour matched the back there on the induction kit, on the HKS induction kit. Got my new hose on there now, 90-degree hose. That looks much better now, much better than the old rubbish that was on there before. A bit of a bodge up. So that's all been done, so that looks much better. So we'll get those fitted. Alright, so all there now. So we've got all the induction kit in, looking brill. New battery clamp, JDM battery clamp. I filled up the radiator, that's all filled up with water and coolant now, ready to go. Got the battery on there. That's all good, and so it's all looking brilliant. Now we do have a problem. Luckily I followed a tip on YouTube that I'd seen. Basically you can disconnect this connector here, this one here, that fires the spark plugs. So it means that when you've done a cam belt or something, you can turn the engine over without it starting. So I thought, well, I best do that because I've got a new coolant in it. I've just put it all back together. So I jumped in the car, turned the key, it fired over a few times, didn't start, good, was well done. Now I had a strong smell of petrol, which is never good when you're trying to do a restoration. Now the problem is, now what I did, on my previous cars, I've never had to really change injector seals because it's never been a problem. Now I know sometimes it's a good idea to change injector seals, but this time I thought, well, they look good, it'll be fine. Unfortunately, we now have this problem. What's happened basically is when I put the injector back in, it's obviously been squashed, or it's just basically worn over time, or the petrol's got onto it. A bit of it's broken off, so I had fuel leaking all over the plenum, which is fantastic. So yeah, got to get on to Ross Sport. I see they set up a sale of injector seals. So what I'm going to do, I think, is going to be cautious, and I'm just going to change all the injector seals now. I'll rechange all of them, and then we'll see how we get on. So I will catch up with you guys once we've got these new seals. Right, good news. Got the new injector seals. Turned up from Ross Sport, an excellent good time. Only took a day or so. So now I've got those, I can get on and fit these injector seals, get the injectors fitted, and then we can retest and see if there's any more leaks. So let's get on with it. Right, we've got all the new seals fitted. Yeah, that fitted on there, nice, better, much better than the ones I took off. They were pretty worn, pretty soft actually. These are much harder and much better. So we just need to get these new ones fitted back in, and then we can reconnect the battery and give it a try. Right, injectors all fitted back in. Feel much better actually, much tighter, so they should be absolutely fine. All I've got to do now is connect the battery and give it some power, and then we'll return the key and see how we get on. Success! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Helps me, helps you guys, helps anybody that wants to hand with the Evos. They are a bit of a challenge, but yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you want, and if you want any advice on anything basic, give me a shout.